There are a couple different variables within Java, so we can start with some integers, and we're just going to be doing some basic math just to get back into the swing of things. So int is for integer. These are what we use for numbers, and I'm going to call this integer variable num1, and I'm going to have another one called num2. Now from school, it's always a good practice to initialize your variables at the start. So let's go ahead and save that. Let's see what this little okay, it's just telling me that it's not used, which is fine. We're going to use that a little bit later. Okay, so we got our two numbers, and let's go ahead and create another one called sum. And let's also initialize this. And now we got our integer variables. We are going to do some addition. So let's just say I'm going to add the two numbers together. And this / just means that we're adding a comment here. It's just a comment for us to indicate what we're going to be doing in the below lines of code now. So we can go ahead and we can say num1 is assigned 5, and then we're going to say num2 is assigned 3. So if we do the sum, we can do num1 plus num2, and that will be our sum, and then we can go ahead and display this to the screen. Now to display this to the screen, we have to do system.out.println, and we are going to print the variable called sum. So let's just again run through what I did here. So I declared three integer variables called num1, num2, and sum, and I assigned them all to 0. Now I added a comment to myself saying that we're going to now add the two numbers together. So we start at num1, we assigned it as 5. We took the second number, assigned it as 3, and now our other variable called sum will be the total of num1 plus num2, which should give us 8. And we are going to then display that number to the console here, which is going to be right down here where my mouse is. So if everything looks good, let's go ahead and run this, and we should now get 8. Let's go ahead and run as Java application, and there we go. We now have 8. Isn't that great? We have now officially become a programmer. I'm just joking. Let's go ahead and try something new now. So we can go ahead and come back up here to modify our code, and we're going to try some subtraction. I'm just going to change this to diff from sum, and we're then going to take the minus sign here. So we're now going to be doing some subtraction. So now we're going to take num1 and subtract it from num2. And we will then go ahead and display the difference here. And then when we go ahead and run this, we should get 2. So let's go ahead and run it. Okay, run as, and there we go. All right, so we've done some addition, we've done some subtraction. We can do some division as well. So we're going to change this variable here from diff to div. This one as well, and now we're going to divide num1 divided by num3, and let's just go ahead and display this here as well. And now it's going to be 5 divided by 3. This answer should be just 1, which is what we're going to see here, because it's going to exclude the fraction portion right here because it is an integer number. Okay, so we've done some addition, we've done some subtraction, we've done some division here. We can also do multiplication, so let's go ahead and do that as well. We're going to change our other variable from div to mul, just to signify that this is going to be multiplication. And then we're going to add this star icon right here, and this is now going to be 5 multiplied by 3 should give us 15. Let's just go ahead and display the mul variable here. Let's go ahead and run it, and there we go. We now have 15. All right, so we've ran through the basic math operations here on integers. We can do the exact same thing with fractional numbers as well. Now, when you're dealing with fractional numbers within Java, you're going to have to change the int to something different, which is called double. So let's go ahead and just make some modifications here as well. And let's just go back to the first one, which is going to be sum. So let me just go ahead and change these variables first. Change this to plus. Whoops, made a mistake. This should be num1. And we're going to then display that variable sum. Okay, so now we've changed our integer variable to a double, which now means that we now have fractions or decimals now available. And we can go ahead and we can either leave this number as is, and what Java will do, it will then basically convert it to a double. So you'll go from 5 or 3 to 5.0 or 3.0. So for this, let's go ahead and add a decimal point at both of them, and we're going to add 5.5 and 3.3 just to keep things simple. Now, when we add 5.5 plus 3.3, we should get, let me do my math here, so this is going to be 8.8. So let's go ahead and run that now. Oops, yep. And there we go, we got 8.8. So you see here, we now have the decimal version. So that is all fine and dandy. We've done some operations here on integers and doubles, and we have gone ahead and displayed both the integer and the double value as well. So we can also go ahead in Java and do some text, some displaying of text to the screen. So we can go ahead and do that now. I guess the simple thing, which everyone likes to do, is to display the text hello world. We're going to try something a little bit different. Same thought process, but why not make it a little bit different, right? Instead of saying hello world, let's go ahead and just say hello YouTube, shall we? So in order to do that, we go back to system.out.println, and this is going to go ahead and print something out to the screen here. And then when we want to go ahead and print out text, we're going to use not sticky keys. We're not going to use sticky keys. We're going to use double quotation marks, and we're going to type exactly what we want to put out there. So we're going to say hello YouTube exclamation mark. Why not? Can't forget your semicolon here. That will ruin your life in programming. And then let's go ahead and run it. And there we go. We are now masters of displaying text to the screen. We are now masters of displaying integer values and double values as well. So that's a little bit about the basics. It's just, quick little video here. I don't have the amount of time I've been running this. I should set that up in OBS Studio. Oh no, it does tell me. So I've been running this for about 10 minutes. So I think this is a good little basic video of getting right back into Java. This is for my own personal development as well. This is like a goal of mine that I would like to have for 2024. And I figured, why not make a live stream of this as well and just take you all through the journey for the rest of the year. So we're learning the basics now. Let's see how we do throughout the middle of the year, and maybe the end of the year we'll create like a really good interactive Java program. Hell, we might even do a little game as well. So why not? So I hope you all enjoyed this video. I'll end the live stream here, and you will see me next time for the next Java video as I continue out through this process. So thank you all for watching, and thank you all for well, I guess thank everyone for recently subscribing to the channels. You've all watched my promoted videos, and those of you who've watched my videos organically, I thank you all. I thank you all for the interactions. I thank you all for the comments. I thank you all for the positive feedback and the negative as well through comments and also thumbs down. I know YouTube got rid of the thumbs down, but I do see it in my YouTube analytics, so that let me know if a video is very helpful or not. So go ahead, post the feedback that you want. Positive, negative, does not matter to me. I can take constructive criticism, and I will definitely try to make the production value a little bit better. So thank you all for watching this video, and I'll see you throughout the year.